Hey guys, welcome to episode 4 of my action figure breakdown. Seth here with you again. We're going to be doing a couple of unboxings today. I got a cool shipment in from Amazon of a couple of action figure stands. We got some of the Mecha 3.5-inch circular display stands that'll work with the 6 to 8-inch action figures. Then I also got in a couple, a flight stand, well, flight stands. I was excited to get the Bandai Stage 5 flight stands here. Turns out there's actually 3 in this package as opposed to one large one. I was kind of hoping for one big one, but we got a couple of do-it-yourself assemble 3 flight stands. It's kind of neat though. It looks like they, let's see, sorry about the shots, guys. It looks like they connect together, which is pretty nice and super cool. So be able to throw a couple of my figures in fighting poses that are flying together, maybe like Iron Man or something like that. So that's pretty neat. I'm going to go ahead and put one together for you guys for the video. And then we're going to be doing an unboxing of, as I promised in my last video, I went on a hunt today and I was hoping to procure Magic. Yeah, super excited to see her, especially here in Chicago. I know there are a lot of X-Men fans and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get my hands on her. But as you can see, she comes with tons and tons of cool accessories. Really excited to do this unboxing. Especially getting to the accessories. I couldn't be more excited for those. So yeah, but first, guys, we're going to dive into the circular stands. So I'm not going to lie, as you saw, I opened up the package, I played around with them a little bit. I'm pretty disappointed. On a scale of like 5 stars, I'd give them like maybe 2. And it's not because that they're a bad product. It seems like they was a good thought, or maybe they fit with another set of figures really well. But in terms of Marvel Legends, I'm going to have to continue to go through my figs and see which ones these work with. They're, like I said, 3.5 inches in diameter. They have one little peg right there, which is cool. They worked well for some of my top-heavy guys. Sabretooth here, as you can see. The stand fits in the hole very nicely. I'll do a down shot here. He stands up on the stand pretty well. It's a little short for him, but with one figure like that on one stand, it's not too bad. So there's that, which I like. It's good for this figure. But for the most part, unfortunately, a lot of these figures, and we got our MCU Homecoming Spider-Man here. The foot hole, while it's big enough, there's a small gap. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. There's a small gap where the foot peg doesn't quite go all the way in the hole, and that's going to cause the figure to fall over. It's just physics. It gets top heavy. The foot peg's not all the way in there. The figure's going to fall over. As you guys can see, Spider-Man's standing right now, but he's not going to stay standing. Like, he's going to fall over eventually, which kind of sucks. So I wasn't super happy about that. The other figures, like Cyclops, dude, this is where it gets terrible, is the foot peg's in the hole. The foot peg, it doesn't go all the way in. As you guys can see, there's that gap. And not only that, but there's no, I can't even let go of this thing. It just falls right out. Like, it's not even attached. Juggernaut, the foot pegs are too big, or the footholes on him are too small. It doesn't really fit well on the older Legends either. I got Captain Marvel right here. Same thing. This doesn't even, nothing. The foot holes are too shallow on these guys, on some of them. So I'm kind of disappointed on those. They might end up being an Amazon return. Like I said, if I can get them to fit on a couple of the other bigger figures like Sabretooth, maybe I'll keep them. But I'm kind of disappointed for the most part. So we'll go ahead and we'll move on. We'll move off of disappointment and into better things. And we'll move on to the flight stands, which I was kind of like on the fence about. I got the box today, and I was only expecting one flight stand. And I ended up getting 3, as you saw in the box. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to go ahead and take one apart, because I've assembled all 3 of them. And show you guys how they go together, because there's a couple of different options here, which is kind of nice. And one of the options is the different arm options that are going to go ahead and grab the figure. So we've got this kind of robot-y looking arm option here. And it's got those nice kind of angled arms to get a good grip on the figure. Unfortunately, as you can see, the hole itself, like the grip radius on the sucker, is pretty small. So it's not going to get around anything more than, say, like an ankle, as you can see right there. It's not quite wide enough to fit on a waist. You'd need more than one, or around the back of the waist for that matter. It doesn't get a good grip on either side there. Maybe an arm. Oh, there you go. That works nicely on the arms. So that's another option. The other cool thing about this robot-y style arm that I liked is the way it pivots. So you can pivot it off to the left. You can pivot it off to the right. Yeah, and it'll close all the way, which is nice too. So it might be good for some accessories like a head pool or something. That would be kind of cool. But he's got his own kind of little flight stand dealy. Yeah, it might be good for like a Spider-Man figure or something like that. So I'm going to go ahead and assemble one of these flight stands for you guys real quick. It comes with another, this is the main arm base assembly. This is the base. This sucker is just about as big as one of those NECA circular discs. So as you can see, there's the NECA circular disc. There's this guy. You stack them on top of each other. It's a nice wide base. I dig that. That's pretty cool. And then this goes in the nice circle hole here, just like that. And you're able to rotate this if you need to on the base, which is cool. The arm itself at the base has a nice kind of snappy motion, and then you can rotate it so you've got kind of 180 degrees of rotation ability there. And then where do we have? The pipe. Okay, so this guy is the next arm extension portion, and it's got these two little, as you can see, the ends are not filled out. So this little peg here, which as you can see, oh good, I got it in focus. I've been trying to get the shot in focus like for an hour. The Phillips head screwdriver right there. So you're able to, this joint moves back and forth, which is super cool. But you're also able to tighten and kind of freeze that joint in place if you have a tiny little screwdriver, eyeglass-sized Phillips head screwdriver, which would be super cool. So this pipe here will just go ahead and attach on that little peg right there, and you'll get that. But again, cool because you can kind of rotate this as well from there, and so you can turn the base from me rotating at that portion, kind of giving you almost, with this base, like almost 360 degree rotation ability, articulation, whatever you want to call it. And then there's one more joint here. Same thing. It's got that same Phillips head screwdriver joint ability, so you're going to be able to lock or freeze that one in place too if you tighten it down hard enough. It's going to go ahead and go in there, just like that. Okay, and so then you're going to get another ability to kind of, oops. Oh, maybe not. Did I lock that one in place? Oh no, there we go. Okay, so then there's another peg on the top there, and that one's going to let you go up and down. And you're also going to be able to, like I said, what's cool about this is nothing's glued in or locked in place. So you can kind of rotate here and go that way, which is super cool. And then there's two different, like I said, arm assemblies. We've got the robot one, which I showed you. And then we've got this other one, which you've got to assemble yourself. It's kind of this, put that in front of my face so you can see it, wing nut looking dealy. It's got the end here, which attaches to the flight stand. And then these two teeth, which look like that. And they got the little round pegs in them. And they work kind of like that, or you're just going to go ahead and take this and do an assembly. Let's see if I can get a good shot of this. Like that, and kind of just push them together. And there's a peg to go in a hole. And then these will open and close as you can see like that. Around now, these are going to be big enough to fit around the waist of some figures, as you can see, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be big enough to fit around the waist of, say, Sauron. I think his waist is going to be a little too big. I do know that it does fit around the female figs, which is super nice. But it's not going to be able to fit around the waist of the Sentinel back there, or Juggernaut, or even Sabretooth, it looks like, which kind of sucks. So, points off for that one. Let me go ahead and pick up that little clamp I just dropped on the floor. Okay, there we go. So yeah, but I think it will fit around guys like Cyclops' waist. So you should be able to hold Cyclops up if he wanted to fly, because he believes he can. QR Kelly. So yeah, so we're going to go ahead and attach that one, and then I'll attach a female fig in flight stand mode so you can see what she looks like, what a female will look like with her weight distribution and all that other good stuff. So we'll put Carol in there. There's Carol, guys. We'll go ahead. You know what? I'll angle the camera down so you can actually see me do this. So there we go. So there's that. And then Carol, and she just clamps in real nice, as you can see with that clamp. The clamps! Give them the clamps! Futurama reference for those of you that don't know. As you can see, there they are. So she just squeeze in and then clamp it down, pinch, little pinch. There she goes. She's flying to the stars. All right, awesome. And then we'll also try it with a male figure, since I haven't done a male figure yet. So we're going to see how that goes. So I got Tony right here, ready for action. Let's articulate his arms a little bit so he looks like he knows where he's going. We'll put him down. There we go. We'll put him down like he's flying away. It's fun. You guys get to see me play with my toys too. Yay! Man. I gotta play with these more. These joints are really stiff. Okay. So I'll grab another flight stand I have pre-assembled right here. We'll do a rotation right there. My theory is we should be able to get around Tony's waist, no problem. Ooh, he's a little heavy. All right, so as you guys saw, that joint right there, might have to tighten that sucker up. I don't know if I have the Phillips head to do this. Let's see. Oh, nope, but I got a flathead. Let's see if that'll work. Guys, use the right tools. I'm risking like stripping the joint here. Ooh, nice and stiff now though. Where's Steve Carell when you need him? All right, let's see. All right, there we go. And Tony's learning how to fly. Okay, so as you saw, that was pretty cool. I was able to show you guys that. The joint was a little loose here at the base. I was able to stiffen that up with the screwdriver, which is pretty nice. So as you can see, it's pretty cool. It holds the figures pretty nicely. Had a cool flight pose. Again, I wish they were a little taller so you could hold a Sauron in a flight pose very similar to, you know, like vertically or horizontally rather. So it'd be cool if you could do them like that. Also being able to do, say, like the Sentinel in a flight pose would be super cool. So I'm going to have to keep my eyes out for a bigger flight stand. If you guys are watching this video, if you know of any cooler flight stands, or you know of any like bigger ones that would be good for figures like Sauron or for like the Sentinel in the back, let me know. Leave comments in the video. That'd be super awesome. I'm always into getting cool stuff so I can have my figures do awesome action poses as such. And as you can see, guys, so those are the flight stands. You also saw Magic about 2 seconds ago, so you know we're going to be breaking her down here in just a second as well. Go ahead and adjust this one more time real quick. Okay, so guys, on to Magic. We're going to be taking a look at her. And she's a pretty cool fig right here. I've got her unboxed already, as you can see. She comes with tons of cool accessories. Let's go ahead and get another good look at her. Her paint on her face is just, wow, that's really good. They did such a good job with her. The paint applications on her belt are also fantastic. The belt's not molded on, as you can see. I'm kind of moving it on up and down with my thumb. Well, I just like touching her butt too. That's a little creepy. And then they got her boots. Both sides of her feet are done with these cool boots and the straps. The buckles are very nicely painted. The paint apps on this are very well applied. I got very lucky. There we go. Oh, that's a good shot. All right, so there's that. Her head also comes off. So if you want to, you can take her head off. She's got that cool crown thing in the back that's actually attached to the head. So if you pop the head off and wanted to do a head swap on this fig, that would come with it. So don't expect that to stay on the figure. She's got pretty standard female articulation for the most part. She's got the cool spiked arm here, which has got the pretty standard arm articulation for a female. This one's a little thicker because her arm mold's a little thicker, but the right arm is pretty standard female. And she's got the cool X painted on there. That's pretty sick. Her hip joints right here are in a really nice spot. Somebody on one of my pics of Psylocke on Facebook was saying that Psylocke's hip joints aren't very well socketed and that Marvel's kind of slacking. And, you know, whatever, to each his own. But they did a good job here. This one's got a nice thigh pivot as well. It's also got the standard shin pivot, double hinge knee, as you guys can see right there. And then her feet, same thing, pretty standard up and down. And then it's got the sweet ankle pivot, which I like in the Marvel figs. This one doesn't seem like it's as good as it could be. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't have the right pivot as well, but it's got the left pivot, which is kind of nice. So there's that. So that's the figure. Like I said, pretty standard female. She's got the one hip or the one torso pivot. That's her kind of hip pivot as well, which kind of sucks, but it's standard female molds. I wish they'd give them a little bit more flexibility. Accessories. So we've got the Excalibur type sword, which there was another previous release for Marvel Legends Hasbro of Magic, which was in the Book of Ashanti, which was a 2015 or 16 SDCC release. My voice got really high there. But anyway, so yeah, so there was that, and there was another version of Magic which had white eyes and this sword, but this sword was silver on black. That's why I also mentioned that you could pop the head off, is that if you wanted to do the custom head with the white painted eyes, that you could do that as well. I like this sword better. The translucent look on it, personally, is much more appealing to me than the silver on black. Not that the silver on black's not cool, I just personally prefer this one, which is really nice. She's got another sword here, the blue one, which has got the cool, you can see the textured nubs at the bottom. Those are super cool. A little disappointed. One of my few gripes on this figure or the accessories would be that the nubs weren't painted or detailed a little bit better. The hilt of the sword could have been done a little cooler. But, you know, I mean, I'm splitting hairs. She's got the cool sword flames like Psylocke and Typhoid Mary. So that's pretty neat. These are removable as well. She comes with blue spell effects. So these are pretty neat. They're very similar to Magneto's and Storm's lightning effects. I like this because it's a blue variant, which is pretty cool. Very much like the Shocker circles and the Havoc, the blue circles. Silver Surfer's got the green ones. I like that we did get different color spell effects, so we can apply them to different figures however we feel. Or I think that's a really neat thing that Hasbro's doing. And these are we're going to move into my 3 favorite accessories real quick. And these are, I haven't seen these on a figure before, at least not as an accessory with the Hasbro Marvel Legends line. If you guys know any, point them out. But these little blue flames I'm like liking them more and more. Like, I'm loving them. They're amazing. So these, I think, are going to be cool, like hand or shoulder flames for Ileana. And obviously, they'll pair very well with her. But I think that pairing these with, say, Iceman, or maybe an old Toy Biz Emma Frost, or all kinds of different figures you could throw these on. I want to see more of these, Hasbro. Like, make more of these in different colors as well. Give us orange, give us red, give us different tiny little hand flames that I can throw on Johnny Storm or Blizzard or somebody, just give us cool stuff like this. This is neat. I like this. This is awesome. Continue this. And then we've got the dragon that comes with Ileana that you guys saw in the package. He's really cool as well. He looks very similar to Lockheed that comes with Kitty Pryde. He's got some neat little black horns. They added a little bit of paint. As you can see, he's got the cool gold head. But another cool little feature is they didn't just do gold on the head. They did gold up and down his back and on his tail too. And it's got a nice little fade out on the wings. Yeah, this is cool. I don't the gold touch is just beautiful. Like it's really awesome. You guys can see how good that looks. I'm like staring at it in my shot because I can't. That's how cool this looks, in my opinion. They did a really good job on that. And we're gonna move on to the final accessory of this box, which is really cool. Probably my favorite accessory, if not my favorite accessory in the box, is this skull head that comes with it. As you can see, the skull has open mouth, but it's articulated, so you can open it up and down, very much like Ghost Rider on the motorcycles. Whoop, whoop, I dropped it. Very much like Ghost Rider on the motorcycle's head, which is super cool. So you can open it up and down. It's got the head peg hole, so you can clearly head peg it on a figure if you want. I think it would make an awesome Cosmic Ghost Rider skull. I think it would make an awesome Ghost Rider as Johnny Storm / the Human Torch skull. This is a lot of possibilities. And like I said, combined with these other accessories in this magic figure, I think this is going to be a customizer's dream thing. It comes with so many cool options. You'll be able to take so many things and do so many different kit bashes with it. Like I said, it's just really cool in my opinion. So there you go. Oh, there's a really good shot of that head. There you go. Like this review. All right, guys. So that's magic for the most part. Again, her accessories are through the roof. They're amazing. I think it's probably the coolest set of accessories we've gotten with a figure in a long time. No BAF part, but I'm willing to sacrifice that for cool accessories. Take note, Hasbro. We don't always need BAF. Sometimes we just need figures with cool accessories. Other than that, guys, that was my day out today. I got those cool stands, like I said. Not so happy with the NECA stands, but we'll see how they pan out. Real quick, we'll recap the Floyd stands. They're super cool. As you can see, one more time, Tony and Captain Marvel just chilling. Still in their same poses I left them in before. So you can see these flight stands are pretty good in terms of their stability and their quality once you tighten them up a little bit. Just wish they were a little bit bigger. But like I said, leave me some recommendations, guys, in the comments of the video. Oh, and real quick, last but not least, just to show you guys, while I was out Legends hunting, we got this sweet Marvel Ant-Man and the Wasp chase pop. Like I said before in my first video, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I said I was a Funko Pop collector. So this is a Funko Pop chase version. She's unmasked. They did a pretty great job with the details. Oh, I'm really getting a terrible camera shot right now. They did a pretty good job with the details on the suit. It's really amazing. I like the gold paint there. They did a great job with her wings. They also did a nice job with the unmasked version, adding the ponytail just like in the movie, so the hair is nice and accurate, which is pretty cool. So there's that. So that was the added bonus to my day, guys. So that's my video. That's my unboxing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll be back with some Spider-Man figures to unbox in the very near future from our good friend Rocky Turner. So yeah, thanks guys. Like and subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see more videos. Please leave comments for anything that you guys want to see or any ways I can improve the videos. See you guys next time. Have a great night.